Welcome to DC.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. And a World Series Game 7 winning Curly W is in the books.
Dagger! It's 1974. The Washington Capitals are the 2018 Stanley Cup champions.
Don't like that. I like that.
You gotta like that, right?
Despite all this, despite the churn, my approval ratings keep going up.
We are ready to give our 500% support back to this franchise, back to this city, back to this team after Snyder leaves. And then this is the poo-poo you put on the field.
For the very first time, the Washington Mystics are WNBA champions.
The Washington Commanders select Jaden Daniels.
I'm going to support fake teams that can't ruin my life.
Did you call bank? I call game.
Thank you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
If he's going to let it play out. I mean, I still love this track. I mean, I know we don't. I don't feel like we talk about it enough. Our show has been around for a long time. We've updated this lead in now how many times? I don't even know. But I still really like it. There was a random comment that came in actually via email, and feel free to email the show anytime, defeatingthecurse@gmail.com. I always feel the need to say anonymity guarantee, definitely lifting that from one, Mr. Clay Travis, but somebody literally, their only comment was, I love the music, let it play more when you open the show.
The guitar riff is fantastic.
Okay. I mean, it's Judas by Fozzy. Like that's the track.
Yeah.
The track. It is an instrumental, so there's no copyright protection against it. And then obviously that's our clip. That's our montage. Like we own that.
I mean, it's as iconic as like Fox NFL Sunday. To me,
I mean that's a bit of a stretch. It's I think they've done more than 347 episodes, but I digress. Welcome in. 347 is here. That's what this episode number is. If you are listening to it live, thank you very much. Feel free to send in comments. We will make them part of the show. If you're listening, I guess anytime this week, welcome to Almost Football, FP. We are very, 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 very close at this point.
So ready
to a football season starting. Very close. It's here.
I'm so ready. I feel like we say it every year, but this feels like the longest offseason ever. And even more so this season because we know what we have in Jaden. We know that this team has an insane promise. We saw the promised land or very close to the promised land last season. But then when you compound that with all of the Terry stuff, this really has felt.
Keep it in your pants. We're still just opening the show.
No, I'm just saying this really has felt like the longest offseason. Like off seasons when your team is 3-14, whatever. Off seasons when you make it to the NFC Championship game and lose, absolutely brutal.
I mean that's a valid point. We've struggled for a long time with long off seasons, but there was always in the Snyder era in particular, there was always those summers of like we signed everybody that you wanted to sign, and Adam Archuleta is going to come and lead the secondary.
You got Deion Sanders and all of the nonsense.
But even in recent history, I mean, there was signings that mattered, right? I mean, it's not that long ago. What's the donk from Carolina that they signed, the cornerback?
Josh Norman,
right? Like that's not that far long. It's not that far.
Yeah,
back.
We're not that far removed. You're right.
But okay. So today, obviously, preseason is over. We're seeing cuts around the league. Commanders actually didn't make any roster moves today that I saw.
They cut Gallup and a couple other training camp bodies.
You're right. They did cut one. I mean, the only news that matters in DC, right? I don't want to bury the lead. We've already been on the show now for 4 or 5 minutes. Like, let's talk about the biggest news here in DC. Terry signed, and we can debate the contract. We can debate, the value. We can debate, what it means to the team. But this had to get done, and we've said it now how many weeks in a row, FP? Like, if you're in camp, Terry McLaurin, you're saying to yourself, I got to get paid now because I don't regardless of how this upcoming season plays out, my bargaining power will be diminished, right? And I think that's kind of where they were at.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had issue with Terry's initial, I want a new contract, I want a new extension. I don't think anybody back in May or April even really cared.
I don't know if anyone saw it going to the last week of August to get done.
One person did, and he was on this show, and it's 20.
Yeah, I know. Give him some flowers.
We'll give him some daps. I mean, he said it. He's like, this is AP's San Francisco MOs. It's gonna ride all the way until regular season, and he'll get it done. He called it from day one.
Yes, he did. And you're 100% right on that. If you were on the flip side of this, if you were on the team's side of this negotiation, I think you were looking at Terry and saying he's about to be 30. His best season, if he replicated it twice, still wouldn't put him into the DK money category. That's just what the numbers say. Yeah. But I also don't think they expected him to actually hold in, or whatever the term is, until the 25th of August. Like, I just didn't see. I don't think either side saw this going as long as it did. And then I think I'd also be remiss not to mention, at least gently here, point out that the team also didn't include him in the uniform presser, the wedding announcement thing that they sent out for all the other players. Like, there was some things where, it makes you just for a second pause and say, maybe they're not that close. Maybe this isn't going to get done. But regardless,
it's scary at times.
Yeah, but it's done now. Scary Terry's got a 3-year, $96 million extension. 30 of it is guaranteed. So approximately push on $66 million or so over 3 seasons, right in that 22, 23, 24 range, which is where, to be honest, if you said that's what it was going to cost to get him done, I mean, that is a team-friendly deal. Do you disagree?
100% it's team-friendly. It's exactly what we said needed to happen, where AP and his guys needed to figure out how to get Terry the number he was looking for, but not in a way that mortgages the future of
primarily because the quarterback who's going to
primarily the quarterback, which is more than half the bill probably. But they worked it out, and I mean, it nobody's surprised by this contract. I think initial shock value when you see 3 years, 92 or 96, whatever it was, the initial shock value is there. But when you see a lot of it's signing bonus and it's kind of spread out, and like you said, 22 to 24 AAV, okay, sure, good.
I'm fine. Not just good. That's great. I think it's actually great for the team.
Yeah,
not have more than that tied up, because you do have to pay Jaden within the next 24 months. Like, you're going to have to take care of him.
Right.
And look, I don't want to jinx anything, but if they end up in the same spot they were in last season, like really flirting with a championship, I mean,
he's going to get more than Pat Mahomes got.
And you can't wait to do it, right? Like, you may be in a situation where you can't wait for him to be on the last year of his rookie deal, like you did. I mean, this came up in conversation in the offline chat for a little bit, right? The reason the Seahawks were able to do what they were able to do was Russell on a sweetheart, like a very team-friendly deal.
Mm-hmm.
Very team-friendly deal. If you look at the early Bills runs, like, Josh Allen wasn't on this trajectory that Jaden is on. He actually struggled out of the gate his rookie season, and then became who he became. That allowed the Bills to be competitive pretty early on. He was on his rookie deal, right? Like, you really have to. I mean, it takes
even Lamar and the Ravens.
Absolutely. It takes some work to find a situation around the NFL where a team plugs in a quarterback and then becomes competitive, right? Brady with the Buccaneers is the most, in your face example. And even Baker to some extent right now with the
Peyton with Denver.
But like, this is not the norm. Like, that is those guys are the exception path here. The team is going to have to take care of Jaden. You want Terry to be in uniform for him right now. The big question to me is, how long is he perceived to be, or is he actually the number one on this team? Right. I think this is, for me, the tricky part here, because now you are paying him not number one money. You're probably going to give him number one reps, which is fine. Right. But at what point do you start looking at receiver and saying, we might need to address receiver in one of these upcoming drafts?
It's going to happen. I mean, you are always going to be looking for wide receiver one, but also, and we'll discuss this later, there is zero depth across this team, right? The magic of Jaden Daniels and Gus getting to the championship game last season that was truly lightning in a bottle magic, not the norm. And I think AP knows that this team is bare bones still. Oldest team in the league now because we need that veteran guidance and leadership. And you have a bunch of rentals out there. But AP knows he has to build through the draft. And when you know you have to build through the draft, you're always going to be looking for a true wide receiver one. You're always going to look for a Justin Jefferson or a CeeDee Lamb coming out of the draft and making that the guy. And I think Terry's aware of that too. And I think Terry, the whole reason why he pushed for his extension, getting a third contract in the NFL is super hard. It doesn't matter the position. It is damn near impossible to get a third extension from one team.
I agree with you. By the time we're doing this, even if he holds out in the last year of his new extension now, he'd be in the Ocho Cinco realm of his career.
Exactly.
At that point, right? He'd be the second and 2.5 or the 3 on a good team challenging for, maybe.
And you would hope that he knows he got his money this extension, and now the satisfaction is there, and he's like, all right, let me retire. Let me be one of those few elite players that gets to retire on the team that drafted him, which a lot of players take pride in.
I would love to see it. I know Santana didn't start here, but I love that Santana ended here.
Yes.
Right? I mean, he meant a lot to those below average teams. Right? But he made it a point to stay. And this was where he ended his career. Pierre Garçon, to some extent, also the same thing, right? Kind of the opposite of Deshaun Jackson, who continued to play and bounce.
Yeah, he went wherever he needed to go. Yeah,
he went and got paid, right? The Kevin Durant model, right? Good, like if someone's willing to pay you, like I'm not going to fault him for it, but I do hope Terry, drafted as a Redskin, played as a football team member on the Commanders,
right?
Like that
might even be here for a third name change,
which is crazy, right? But this is his legacy here, and if they can, knock on wood, all that is. Holy, please say a prayer for the team. They can do this, right? There's no way he's leaving, and I don't want him to leave. But I also don't want to continue to pretend he's an elite one.
The X's and O's conversation is this season, Cliff Kingsbury has Terry as his wide receiver one, right? On his playbook with his his receivers and the routes they run, Terry will be assigned wide receiver one route tree, right? Like that's what he's going to get. And I think everybody's okay with that. I think Debo is okay with that. I think all of the rookie wide receivers and Noah Brown and whoever, they're all okay with knowing Terry is your wide receiver one in an X's and O's standpoint. Now, in a business model standpoint, Terry must no wide receiver out there, unless you're as delusional as T.O. or Ocho Cinco, think that you're a wide receiver on any team you go, no matter how old you are.
T.O.'s kid, by the way, catch a touchdown for the 49ers.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I think Terry's well aware that he got his third extension. Now he's going to go back to being the Terry that we all know and love. That's going to be team first, rah guy.
Sure. But I also don't
heartbeat of the team.
I don't think your boy Peters went to Debo and said, come be a number one. I don't even think he went and told him to be a number two. I think he said, if you want touches, this is the offense you want to be a part of, with Cliff calling plays. Oh, and by the way, and wink and gun here, back in springtime, we don't have a legit running back that we're married to. It might end up being Debo. Like Debo might actually end up leading the team, maybe not in carries, but in rush yards when all is said.
It might come down to between him and Jaden for sure.
Well, I mean, if you had to place a bet right now on who's going to lead this team in rush yards, not Jaden, leave Jaden off this list. Right? Is it anyone playing?
Is it Debo or Bill is the conversation?
Well, is it Debo or Field or any of the running backs? I don't know if you can take the Field.
That's a tricky one, because is it rushing attempts or is it a shit ton of yak? Oh, yeah, or yards.
Yards.
If it's yards, he'll take it over the Field.
I think he might be the league or the team leader in rushing touchdowns, not Jaden also.
Ooh.
I think, if you think about how the 49ers deployed Debo,
that's very true.
In red zone and goal line, like you put him you put him in that weird H-back Cooley role, or you put him as a second tight end, or you roll out a jumbo and line him up as a halfback. He can catch, and he can absolutely go get you 3-4 yards.
Right? I mean, he's a thick boy, but he's not fat. But he's thick.
We're in fantasy mode here in large part. Most of us got fantasy drafts coming up in the next couple of weeks. Debo is that sleeper 5-6th round pick that just he's gonna get touches that matter, a la red zone targets.
Yes.
He's going to get a ton of them. And you're huge on your boy, what's his face, Dollar Bill. But like, come on, like, what is a season? What does a good season look like for him?
I want him to flirt with 800 yards and like 6 to 8 touchdowns.
Okay, what's a good season for Debo look like?
Probably
how many touches?
Over 900 over 900 all-purpose yards.
No chance, man.
All-purpose yards? It's very possible.
That's a lot of yards, FP.
This is a very potent offense.
I don't know.
We should want everyone to be putting up numbers like
that. But what's a good season for Terry?
Terry should. I mean, if he doesn't clear 1,000 yards receiving,
how many catches?
The season of his third extension.
How many catches for Terry? What is a good season in your opinion?
Give me over under
85 catches, 1,100 yards.
I could see over 85 catches.
Okay, and 1,100 yards.
Maybe just shy of that.
Yeah, I mean, you're. I knew you're gonna push. Right,
maybe but just shy.
For 24 million a season, that's an acceptable line. At 30 or 31, no way.
Yeah, no. If we're giving him 32 a year, it needs to be 1,400 yards.
Which he can't. Like there is nothing to suggest he can do that.
No,
I mean he's
on film. No, but the homer in me thinks year two of this offense, it's very possible.
Well, year two of this offense, they lost the preseason by 70 points.
Listen, I was telling LP the same thing. All right. If you go 3-0 in the preseason, a la New York Giants, your team is doomed. You're screwed. Right? It's the same thing. Hold on. It's the same thing as you just mentioned fantasy football. If you go do your fantasy draft and ESPN or FanDuel or whoever you're using gives you an A+ rating on your draft, you're not going to the championship. If you get a C-, you're going to the chip. It happens every year.
Crushed it the last couple of years. I've been in the championship game twice. I haven't won it, but
that's what I'm saying. Your draft grade is always what?
There's a fantasy grading, auto grading curse now that I have to qualify. Make sure you have to draft well, but not well enough to get cursed.
Look at your record. How many draft recaps do you get that are B+ or better? And how many times have you made it to the chip?
I mean, this stings me in a special way because I crushed the draft in 22 years. We are starting season 22 in our fantasy league. 22. I have 0.
I'm just saying, you can't okay, we went 0-3 for the preseason. Jaden played 2.5 drives, 30+ starters out on each game. Sam Hartman, God bless his beautiful face, he's off this team. Maybe maybe a protected practice squad. No,
I don't care about the preseason guy.
Yeah,
I care a little bit. Because
think about how stupid it is that the Ravens take pride that they never lost a preseason. This is the dumbest stat ever.
Okay, I mean it is a dumb stat. It doesn't mean anything. You're right. I mean, I agree with you there, but the offense didn't look good. The defense didn't look good. Right? Like nothing.
And that is why AP knows that there's a lot of building to do on this team because Ron Rivera 1,000% depleted this team. There are no bodies on this team outside of the starters.
Riverboat Ron in this.
There's no depth on this team, and that is Ron Rivera's fault.
Damage that one human did to this team. And the Martys are complicit in this too, but like Rivera is the name and the face that is synonymous with that era of Commanders, Washington football. I hate the fact that he was here for the rebranding of the team and he had a say in it.
He was just
Ron from the Carolina Panthers had more to say about how to rename and rebrand our team here in DC. It's embarrassing, but I digress.
The depth is just obsolete. It is not there.
Who is left on this roster that he drafted?
Payne and Terry? No, he didn't draft Payne.
Terry was a Gruden pick.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's Quan Martin, Sam Cosmi.
It was like three
somebody else. Yeah, barely anyone.
Yeah, but around the league, all of his picks don't exist. Like they're not in the league.
They all got waived this week. Jamin Davis.
Literally, or traded. Howell was traded from. I mean, we went into. I mean, look.
Oh, that was the funniest thing that I ever
was
saw.
Bullish on the Vikings, right? I got them winning the North, the NFC North. You know, and I understand McCarthy is a big question mark, but he can't be that much of a question mark if you are trading the backup quarterback you just acquired to back him up to the Eagles, right?
Right.
You can't be that nervous about him if you're willing to part ways. And look, say what you want about Sam Howell. He started an entire season in this league.
Yeah.
Average, but he did. And he played fine last season in Seattle as well.
And to trust JJ McCarthy enough that you can go out and make Carson Wentz your backup.
Well, I mean, it's just, it's a who's who of Redskins and Commanders. Just
it's insanity,
spit all over the league. This is nuts. I hate actually that Sam is coming back to the Eagles. Like, I hate that he's in division here. But, I mean, it doesn't matter in the end. It doesn't really matter. He wouldn't scare me if he shows up to spell Jalen. Like, I don't care, but it's a little bit of like an annoying thing more than anything else. I don't care about Wentz going to the Vikings either. Like, whatever. Like,
it's just hilarious to see it.
But right. Again, from Ron's perspective, even Jamin, he was cut today, right?
The thing that stings is it's not just Ron's picks that can't survive on any other team. It's his first round picks that can't survive on any of these teams.
Yes.
That I guess Forbes is technically on the Rams, and for whatever reason, they're really bullish on Forbes and they think he's going to do great. I can't wait for them to see that they're screwed. Same with BSJ and the Chargers.
Yes.
Like, I can't wait for them to be like, oh crap, we trusted a Ron Rivera pick. It's like the kiss of death. If you were drafted by Ron Rivera when he was in Washington, kiss of death. You're not a good player. It doesn't work out for you. Even B-Rob leaving us.
Where was Jamin? Jamin, was he a Jet or a Giant?
Where was the Jets?
Yeah, well, he's not there anymore. He's and Chase got an extension, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave him an extension, but
I mean, they got nobody else.
The Saints have no choice but to keep who they have.
But like who? Okay, so who is the best pick of the Rivera era?
Cosme
for us. But like I'm saying, of all the players that he drafted, of everybody.
Cosme.
I actually think Quan may have been the better value, but okay.
Quan this season might show up in a really big way.
Are you still excited about this secondary?
Absolutely.
Are you going to tell me Marshawn Lattimore is the answer? He's the truth. He's healthy.
I'm telling you,
he's not going to get sunned by Mike Evans.
I'm telling you, Lattimore, Sanderstill, Amos is a fantastic starting secondary over what we've had since the Sean Spring days.
I mean, how far back did you just go?
That's what I'm saying. Think of the scrubs we've had back there. Freaking Carlos Rogers with his freaking LASIK and freaking Josh Norman shooting the arrow and getting a flag and freaking all of them. Just hot garbage since Sean Springs left.
I liked Fuller.
Why?
Played a season here, got traded to the Chiefs, won a Super Bowl, came back.
Fuller was Mr. Automatic PI until BSJ came on the team.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to miss any of the names you just rattled off.
No, but I'm saying, do you not like Sanders still?
Oh, I do like Sanders still. I like him more if he doesn't have to guard the number one. So if he doesn't,
if he gets to stay in the slot,
yes,
because Amos and Lattimore are great.
Doesn't Lattimore make you just a little nervous?
No.
Okay. I mean, I want some of that confidence because
I think, and this is what I told you last season of the podcast. It's the same thing I told you. Learning curve, injured, and kind of thrown into the fire.
What learning curve as a cornerback?
You have to learn your defensive coverages. You have to know what part of the field you're responsible for. You're not just always shadowing one guy.
Serious here.
I'm being 100% serious.
That has to be. I mean, the two easiest positions to pick up on a defense would be line and cornerback.
No. Cornerback is not easy whatsoever.
Stop the guy that's in front of you from catching the ball. That's not
no. Oh my God. There's so much that goes into pre-snap reads that cornerbacks and safeties have to do.
If you're an ISO 1.
Yes, he wasn't playing ISO 1.
You got Mike Evans. Because he couldn't. That's my point. That's my point. What do you mean?
You're
get out of
losing
it?
all credibility by telling me cornerback is one of the easiest positions to pick up. It's not.
There's nothing. There is no scheme to stop you. There's nothing coming at you. It's not like a linebacker. What am I missing here? Hey, Marshawn, you're going to line up against the one. Make sure he doesn't catch the ball. That's basically it. No, if you're a 1-1, if you're a legit number one cornerback, you don't get help. It's you versus the best on the other team. Stop him from catching the ball. That's the playbook.
I mean, there's a little more nuance to it if you know which way your safety's shadowing, how the coverage in the back is, and which angle you can take. And
top
which
dog. Top dog doesn't get help. Top dog doesn't get help. No, he doesn't.
Yes, dude. You don't just say go do what you need to do and ignore the rest of the defense.
Who is the best cornerback you can think of? Any era, any whatever.
I don't know, Champ Bailey.
Okay, Champ Bailey. I was going to go with Darrell Revis, a little bit more recent and played against. He never had help. It was Revis Island, not Revis Island and Dock and Restaurant and Bar, where people came to help him out. It was him by himself. By himself.
All right. Okay.
I expect Lattimore to be able to line up against Malik Neighbors and cover him one-on-one because that's what a stud, legit number one who's getting paid number one money cornerback has to go out and do. That's the whole point. So you can shift the defense the other way, or you can have your free safety be free.
Fair. I mean, that's completely fair. I think he will do that.
I mean, I hope he does. If he does, then we're gonna have a great season. I mean, that's what you need, right? Because then your safety, your other corner, and I mean, you can get pressure. You can add an 8th in the. You can do other stuff if your one is a 1. Like I know, it's always like the trenches, and if Stevie was here, he'd be, of course. No, you got to win the defensive line battle. This and that. I understand that, but there is no other place where you can potentially go one-on-one defensively and eliminate. Like literally go so you're not playing.
I completely agree with you, but I'm just saying, going to a new system, even though it is expected that you go one-on-one and you're by yourself, you still have to know what's happening with the rest of the defense.
And I hear you on that, right? He didn't travel. We talked about this all the time, right? Why was he not traveling left to right with the number one, right? They wanted him basically in a light zone covering an area. So yes, you're going to have to know the playbook. But if you have that top corner, which Lattimore is expected to be, you line up against whoever and you just shadow them. Like that's what you expect.
I don't think he has. He got embarrassed last season. I'm not taking that away from it, but I don't think he has done enough harm for us to brush him off as a liability. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I mean, and we'll give it a couple of weeks, right? I mean, but he opens up against the Giants.
Yeah,
there's an opportunity to look
Malik.
great.
If Malik has 6 for 65, no TDs, great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would take that. Of course, I would take that. Who's starting there? It's got to be Russ, right? I got to say, obviously, I don't care for the Giants at all as a team. Like they're, enemy number one. I don't care them. Whatever. I don't care about them. I'm fascinated.
Where you're about to go.
I'm fascinated by everything that happens around that team, though.
Jackson Dart feeding Jameis a W.
Yes, that's a big part of it. I think if you polled the players, especially the offensive players, if you gave them an option, I'll just ask you, if you were whoever, an offensive starter on the Giants, would you prefer to see Russ behind center or Jameis?
I think I want Russ.
See, I think I want Jameis.
Jameis is a team guy. You love him. But Russ has the better capability.
I would challenge that FP. I don't think there was anything he put on film. He put up a lot of stinkers in Pittsburgh last year. A lot of 9, 10, 11 completion games for 140 yards.
That's a Pittsburgh offense that doesn't know how to have a passing attack.
Why? They had receivers and tight ends there. Why?
Who? Why? Chase Claypool? Who do they have?
And Pickens.
Okay.
Pickens and Claypool and Fairmouth. I mean, they had pieces. It's not like they were like
but they also had what's his face coming from the Bears that doesn't know how to call plays.
Okay, but I think Jameis. I mean, think about there was that random Thursday game where Jameis played in the snow for Cleveland.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Against the Steelers actually, and I remember watching that. I remember talking about that game and saying, not only was it amazing to watch, he played really well.
Yeah, but how did that game end?
with a loss
because of Jameis.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
But
but
just saying. How many games lose because Russ throws the nail in the coffin dagger interception?
yeah, okay, and that's fair. But if you're Dable, which
He's
way
apparently a quarterback whisperer, so if he can squeeze a lot of juice out of Russ, it could be very scary.
I still think I like Jameis, and I don't want
you like Jameis the guy.
I do like.
You don't like Jameis the quarterback.
I do like Jameis the guy. Yeah, maybe I don't like Jameis the quarterback. I like Jameis the guy. But I just have a sneaky suspicion that they got a good one in Jackson Dart. I just do. I just
Bo Nix Jr. esque.
Kind of, right. And if you've got Dart and Neighbors, and they can find something that resembles, a rhythm, that's a pretty good start.
I mean, part of me also thinks while that's possible, I can also see him against ones going the way of Daniel Jones.
I mean, it's possible, but
strong arm, great like competitor, just doesn't have the chops.
Is DJ the starter for the Colts?
The Colts? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting another shot. That's a really bad team. Like a really bad team.
There's a lot of bad teams out there, and seeing the QB circus this offseason, just God bless Jaden Daniels.
And our team, and hopefully we can keep them upright. And yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to get the season started. FP, I'm ready to go, ready to come home. I mean, it's like the weather new too. Like, the smell
immediately stopped being humid.
Like overnight, everything was just better. The weather was better. The humidity was down. Right, there's a little, whispers in the tree leaves. Like there's a little change. Like it's here. Fall is here. Very close.
You're tingling my inner basic bitch.
Yeah, well, hey, it's. I know you're a big pumpkin spice guy. I know.
Yeah, tomorrow pumpkin spice lattes come out.
Are you insane? Are you serious?
Yes.
You're tracking the pumpkin spice release?
It comes out tomorrow.
Are you gonna get some tomorrow?
100%.
It's unreal, man. Like what?
What is? They're so good.
Okay, what's the order? Give me the order.
Venti pumpkin spice latte, extra shot of espresso, but 2 pumps of the pumpkin spice syrup instead of the 5. I don't like it too sweet.
Okay.
2 pumps instead of 5.
2 pump FP. I got it. I'm going to change your tag to 2 pump FP. Okay.
There's a couple other guys on this podcast that should take that name.
Well, hey, that's fine. We got some we definitely have some 1 pumps in here. All right, by the way, there's 2 stories that are circulating in the chat. The rando Egyptian guy that was posted on Reddit by some rando white chick circa 1996 from a cruise. Am I the only one that has an interest in this?
I read all the comments.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
It is fascinating and also terrifying that your past from the 90s can just surface as a viral post on social media.
So for anybody that's listening that's not aware of what we're talking about, if you go to Reddit right now, one of the most commented threads or topics or whatever over the last 24 to 48 hours, there's a random white girl from Florida somewhere posted a picture from a cruise that she took after graduating high school in 1996 or 94. I don't remember what year, with this like Egyptian guy. And
I mean, that makes them 46 years old. 96.
More.
96 would put them at 46 years old.
If they graduated in 96.
If they graduated high school in 96, they're pushing 46 years old.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, mid to late 40s, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So there was immediately 2 takes on this, right? I'm curious to know which side you're on. There's I hope the internet finds the guy and we can connect them, and there's a love story here, right? Like there's like the super romantic one.
The love story's not happening. But.
All right. But then there's the flip side of like, why is everyone trying to destroy this guy's life by finding him like the 40 years later?
Listen, it goes this way, right? We know in Middle Eastern Egyptian women and their personalities, there is no way this guy will not be blamed or yelled at for this post that he had no control over.
1,000,000%. For all we know, he could have like, 3 kids and just living a quiet life.
He could be a man of the cloth for all we know. He will be getting yelled at.
there is so many comments, and then what made it super interesting when I really like got invested into the thread, FP, is when people started placing him as, you know, I'm not gonna say his name, but X from Chicago, and I was like, oh, this is gonna unravel soon.
I mean, I have some Chicago sources. I asked if they knew him. No, nobody recognized him.
I promise I fired off the same thing I sent in our offline chat. I sent it to a couple other like people and groups that have ties to Chicago. 3 were like, don't know him, never seen this person before. And then there was one that was like, wait a minute, I think I might know this person.
But he has one of those faces.
He does.
At least in the Middle Eastern Egyptian
Did you see
community.
the comment where somebody was like, I know him personally. He was one of the groomsmen in my wedding. Did you see that comment?
I saw it.
Like the internet found him. Like this is happening.
Which the second part of all of this is it's terrifying. And that was the other topic that is circling the thread. There's a lot of old, not published to the internet media out there.
Yes.
That anybody at any given moment.
And just for context, most of us on the DTC like rotating cast existed before cell phones dominated like the ether.
We all existed before Google was created.
And a very loaded question that I'm not gonna don't reveal too much here, FB, in case I think at some point we're gonna record an episode to cassette. And then we're going to auction it off. Like if you want to know everything about everything, it's going to be on that
I'm not going to let that. I'm not going to let anyone else win that auction.
We're all going to bid it up. We're going to talk, hit record. We're going to burn it to a cassette, and then we're going to auction it off basically within the chat to see who owns the right and gets to hold that over everybody's head. But the question that was posed was like, is it that far fetched to think this could happen to literally anyone in the same age?
Not at all. Yeah.
Demographic.
I said for myself, there is a Toshiba satellite hard drive. Like when your laptop was like as big as a coffee table, there's a hard drive somewhere in my house.
Yeah, 48 megabit hard drive.
Yeah, that like takes 2.5 days to boot up. Somewhere, there's just media sitting there of my past and other people's past. A lot of people on the show's past. The nostalgia of looking at those pictures, like you want to open that Pandora's box.
You warned me about this because
you want to open Pandora's box and you want to see what's in there. But my goodness, what could come out?
So I said something similar. I said I know for a fact there's a Sidekick in particular, somewhere in my house. I've moved a billion times. This thing exists somewhere in my house.
You're a bold man for saying that right now, because if your wife is listening to this episode,
I think she would get a kick out of it, to be honest.
Maybe.
But I threw this out.
Unless you forgot what's on there, which is also true.
I definitely don't remember everything that's on there. And I mentioned this. I said I don't necessarily want someone to see the files and just tell me how they were organized, because then that'll like jog my memory. I don't need to see anything. I'm very happy in my life now. But I mean, it exists. Like, and that's the whole point of this, right? Is that like on Reddit right now, this guy X from Chicago was just living his life, and he's literally on the front page of the internet. Like, this is what Reddit can be a very terrible place, but it can also be wildly entertaining. And this falls into that wildly entertaining.
Oh, for sure.
Like the internet's going to find him, and they're going to reconnect. And at some point there's going to be a comment that says, I am X. You found me.
Right. He's
going to say hello to whatever that chick's name is. And then that's the end. And then we go on about our lives. But
and then Bravo picks it up and they get reality TV show. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that would be so on brand.
There's going to be some producer out there is going to pitch a TV show concept of everybody pull out their old vaults and find rekindled love. It's going to happen.
I mean,
I would watch that show.
I would watch that show too.
I would watch that show.
Yeah. But I'm full on invested in that thread. Like most of my Reddit is
I think our investment is that, you know, it was like 5 degrees of separation. Like everyone's like 5 degrees separated from like Kevin Bacon or whatever the joke is. Like there's
6 degrees of separation, but
6 degrees of separation, whatever. But like we're interested because for sure it's 3 hops away.
Matt knows that. I like Matt
3 hops away. We know this guy's life story.
He's pretending. Matt's playing it cool, pretending like he doesn't know who it is. There's a couple others too that are around the show that I think know this guy. But yeah, I mean, I will check in on the thread after the show and just see kind of what's the latest. What's the scuttlebutt. I want to know. If the internet finds X from Chicago.
I'm thankful that I deleted my Facebook in 2013.
Okay, but the whole point here is that you deleted everything, but
yes, the others did not.
Does that mean you were deleted?
No.
I mean, listen,
which is terrifying. It's terrifying.
Maybe I would assume you were very memorable and thus not deleted.
Memorable,
kind of really sad, actually.
Memorables in good ways.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it kind of sucked to be deleted, right?
No,
you want to be deleted.
It's the same cringe as like when Facebook is like, "Hey, you posted this status 13 years ago," and you're like, "Don't show me my emo phase. don't show me what I said 13 years ago."
All right. That's fair. Well, anyway, we'll see if this story ever concludes. We will. I don't know if we need to bring it back up, but I'm at least for the next couple of days. I'll be following that subreddit. I really want to see if how this plays out. Right in the end,
it'll be fascinating.
Two people waving at each other across the internet, and it's the end of it. But I did have. Well, we said we were going to do OMC. Can we make a general? Actually, let me come back to OMC. I wanted to get your thoughts on two other things real quick. The guy that was throwing stuff on the WNBA court, right? And I don't want to get an explicit tag here, but if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to pay more attention. But he was like in front of a judge, appeared in front of a judge, and banned for. I mean, what kind of a punishment is it to ban somebody for a
reward
for a life from the WNBA, right? But like the nefarious piece of this is apparently not only did he have a bet on the color of the object that was tossed onto the court, many of his friends did also, and all the sports books are saying not only are we retracting the bet, so basically they're suing the bettors for. I mean, I guess it's not insider trading, but it's, I don't know what's the term when you fixing. It's
fixing the bet. Yeah,
it was fixed bet. So not only are they seeking return of the money that was paid out, it's significant damages as well.
Which is kind of BS because you shouldn't have had that prop bet on your site.
No, but you don't disagree that it was clearly fixed. If you knew you were going to go throw out a green object,
I think that's
genius
money making.
It was also confirmed that it did not enter the arena in a bag. That was part of the court documentation. Did you see any of the court documentation?
That's got to be the most embarrassing part of all of it.
Well, I mean, I think he's weighing it. On one hand, you got to be uncomfortable for
how much of a bet, how much of a payout do you need to be able to sneak that prop bet into the court?
No, you answer first.
No, there is no answer. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
For 500,000.
No.
Yes, you would. You're lying. You are such a liar.
No way would I do that.
Yes, you would. You do it to 250. Yes, you would.
No.
I don't believe you.
So much respect for you right now.
You wouldn't do it. You'd do it for 500.
Think about the motion of what you're doing before you go to a WNBA game. Just think about the whole picture. Visualize yourself and what you're saying you would do. You're not going to take the money.
Not take the money.
No.
I'm surprised you wouldn't take the money.
No.
I think everybody.
I would much rather.
The entire cast would take the money.
I would much rather be the guy that went streaking at the Super Bowl and wagered a bet that there's going to be a streaker at the Super Bowl.
And you get your no chance, and you get your.
I have nothing to be ashamed of showing off.
So you would
that rolls and all. Naked, I would go streaking.
You'd get naked
over sodomizing myself. Yes,
for $100 billion or whatever. People, sorry, you would go a la mode during the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but you won't bring in an object
because I would just go as viral as that one pole vaulter whose junk got caught on the pole.
It's a little bit different. I think it's a little bit different, but okay.
Don't think it's that different.
All right. I think you're actually in the super minority here. I think most people would not want to be naked on national.
Throw a poll in the chat. We'll post the results.
I'm
on
not
Twitter.
gonna. No. If somebody's still listening 45 minutes in, they get to enjoy the conversation. I'm not doing anything with this topic besides just spitballing with you.
We should have kept this for the cassette episode.
Well, we'll get everybody on the record for we'll get their number for the cassette.
No way would you do it.
Yeah, everyone has a number. Everyone has a number. Yeah, don't pretend like you wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't know how to do it.
You don't have to be.
Wouldn't do it. Ain't enough lube in the world.
We can help each other.
No, sir.
I wanted. All right. I'm gonna have to F5 that whole section out of the show. All right. Cracker Barrel and then OMC, because I do have some thoughts, and we're gonna set up a movie for next week as well. Do you have any opinion on Cracker Barrel? And the only reason I'm asking is because it's dominating the national news, which just shows you how good of a life we all have here, that this is news that has to be followed. I don't understand, in short, the rebrand. Okay, I can get behind somebody thinking it's time to rebrand. I can maybe it was a mistake, maybe not. We can debate all that. Why would you then take your new brand and logo and do a pop-up in the heart of New York City? This, for me, is the question. There isn't a Cracker Barrel within 100 miles of Manhattan. Why are you there? This is not your core clientele at all. That's the piece I don't understand. You want to take the old man, you want to take Uncle Herschel off the logo or keep him on the menu. I think you can have a debate about all of that. You want to modernize the feel of the restaurant. I don't think it's smart, but you could convince me that it was due and needed to be done. Why the pop-up in New York City? Why?
It's people that are not in tune with the history of the brand, right? Like Cracker Barrel has a nostalgia to it that belongs in quaint honky-donk towns, right? Where you go get mom's cooking, but at a restaurant.
Yes.
The people that are moving to New York City are consciously aborting wanting to have that lifestyle. They want the posh, the modern, the Michelin star, the bougie. So it makes no sense. And I was telling you earlier, it's a lot like Jaguar, where their main clientele is rich old Jeremy Clarkson British guys that buy all of their rich old British Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden some doofus marketing firm comes in and they're like, we're going to completely reimage this brand to get new buyers. And they go full woke, full rainbow spectrum, full. I don't even think there was a car in their initial rebrand.
There is the type 00.
But like in the actual commercial, there was no car shown. It was just people in colorful clothes dancing.
Terrible logo with a capital G in the middle, and
right. And it's like, I understand wanting to expand and get new customers, but you can't do it at the expense of the people that are currently your customers. You can't forfeit.
I think that's a valid
entire group. To get 5% of a new group.
This is like basic business stuff, right? Like the cost of acquiring a customer is tremendous. So not losing customers should be your primary objective, right? The ones you've already captured, you need to keep them happy. I don't think, Billy and Meg or whoever the normal Cracker Barrel clientele was. I don't think they cared about Uncle Herschel on the logo or modernizing the restaurant, because they've been going there basically their entire life, and they would have continued to go there for the rest of their life.
Their biscuits are amazing.
Now they're less likely to go there. So the cost of acquiring new customers, by the way, again, in New York City, where there's no restaurant anywhere near the city, makes no sense.
I mean, this is the third iteration of a marketing firm that completely lost touch with the base, right? There's the whole Budweiser debacle.
Yes.
There's Jaguar. Now there's Cracker Barrel. If you're a company out there and you're thinking rebrand, maybe don't get the new hip Gen Z uses ChatGPT marketing firm that completely has no idea about the past.
Everything is like, I recently was reading up about this too. like the old McDonald's signage and restaurant.
All of the restaurants have just gone to plain block design.
Old Taco Bell with the crazy like
Mhm.
80s neon gone.
Yeah.
Now it's just a corporate, modern
Blob.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
Right.
Pizza Hut, all gone.
Maybe less of an impact on the fast foods. Yeah, Pizza Hut used to be a little like red roof. I mean, that was an
actual
iconic
hut. Yeah.
Yes. Now it's just the building, right? Like it's just the building. So I don't understand this one at all. I try to give everyone kind of the benefit of the doubt. Like explain it to me, let me understand. Like, but I just don't see it. Like I don't get it. Like Cracker Barrels.
You could tie it back into the Redskins. It's basically the same story. The staple.
What was Uncle Herschel
product.
offensive to somebody? Like
I
what was the old man in a rocking chair? Who was he offensive to? Like young people?
I don't. That brings on a whole other conversation. Is I'm kind of sick and tired of people being like, you can choose to not be offended at stuff. I don't know why everyone's default all of a sudden is offended.
Yeah,
like
default
we spent millennium not being offended.
I want to tweak that. Default setting is this person, like this is targeting me, right? Like it's like it's not just Cracker Barrel is rebranding. It is this is offensive to me. It's a very selfish like doing this to like stick it to me, or they don't know how to market to me. Like it's a very selfish thing.
And I just like I don't understand. Like there's just so many conversations that can branch out from the world of rebranding and marketing in today's world, and it all makes absolutely no sense.
But like you do that when you need to. Like why did Cracker Barrel need a rebrand?
Yeah, like even if they the board members and the stockholder meetings were like, we are losing money, we need to do something. You're not telling me that there was 15 different steps you could have done before changing your iconic logo, before changing like the historic aspect of your store?
Sure.
No, refresh your menu, go for the same aesthetic but modernized. Fine. But like hold on to your roots. It's just that.
I mean, you said it. If they had called me and you and said we want a little bit of buzz around Cracker Barrel, I think I could have come up with a list of 10 to 15 things that had nothing to do with the logo or the tchotchkes and the flair on the walls or the color scheme,
right? Or
the locations for that matter, right? I mean, even right now, Sunday dinner at Cracker Barrel should be served family style.
Yeah.
There's an idea. You want to increase foot traffic on Sundays?
Be the country cooking version of Maggiano's. There you go.
Yeah, have a limited Sunday only menu and serve it family style, minimum 6 per table. There you go.
Yeah.
And then on the receipt, you're a party of 6, so there's an automatic gratuity built in. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Right. Eat until you drop.
It's just there's so many decisions.
We fixed
being
it.
made.
We fixed Cracker Barrel. DTC just fixed Cracker Barrel. It had nothing to do with Uncle Herschel.
I don't understand. Like, we can go full tin hat on this one, because erasing all of the culture on all of these products, names, brands is essentially the equivalent of whitewashing everything. It's like the reverse of what TV shows are doing when they change characters to be more inclusive. And it it goes against like the literature that's backing the movie or the TV show that you're basing it off of, right? Like it's the reverse of that. You're whitewashing brands, but you're not whitewashing media content. Let everything be everything.
Like, I don't know what like who is the clientele now for Cracker Barrel, because it wasn't they didn't do this rebrand for the people that were already going consistently,
right? You're not going to bring in Gen Z kids,
if
regardless of how you brand it.
All of the Cracker Barrels in America, for the most part, 80% of them, if not more, are located along major highways that you would frequent when on a road trip.
Yeah, truck stops.
More or less, right? Like they're not in. It's not like there's one in downtown Fairfax, Virginia, right? It's in Manassas off of Route 66. You see it when you drive past it, and you stop in if you're on your way.
It's in Sterling off of 28. It's the same thing,
right? It's not like these are like, as far as I don't know, FP. I'm not going to pretend to be upset about it, because I don't ultimately care in the end.
I couldn't care less, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. But in the end, the unfortunate part is they released a statement today. Actually, I don't know if you saw it. It's a 4-part like letter basically saying, we're going to continue. Like the first half of it was fine. We're going to adjust and we hear you. And like, we only want to increase, your experience. Like we don't want to take anything away. So you can do this, this, and this. And then it ended with basically, but also F you, we're going to do what we want. So like,
which I can kind of respect that, but
okay. But then
there's no such thing as like the saying of there's no such thing as bad. All press is good press. There's no such thing as bad press. That doesn't exist anymore because
there's tons of bad press.
Yeah. Your stock will tank. Social media will boycott. And all of a sudden you're closing locations. Like that's the new norm.
I'll summarize it this way. Are you inclined to drive 30 to 40 minutes to eat in a new, updated, brighter, more vibrant and inclusive Cracker Barrel?
Not at all.
If they did nothing and I just threw out on Sunday, let's go to Cracker Barrel, would you be more or less inclined to? Exactly. This is the problem in a nutshell. You would never think about Cracker Barrel unless somebody said, let's go. And then your knee-jerk reaction would be like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be, well, I don't want to. Like, I don't.
It's the Budweiser.
I don't want.
I'm going to go to Miller Lite instead.
Miller Lite yeah, exactly. I mean, does anyone still buy Bud Light? I haven't seen Bud Light at a buddy's house or a friend's house in a long.
I think I had 6 cans before their whole thing happened.
I mean,
6
I'll
cans
add
are still sitting there.
I was recently, within the last couple of weeks, I went to someone's home. They were hosting like an event. They were openly ridiculed for having Bud Light. We are 100%. years removed from it, and it's fine. Like it tastes fine. Like I don't care. I'll drink whatever. It's fine. Like thank you.
Horse piss is horse piss. It doesn't matter.
Thank you for having me in your home. Thank you. Like, it's fine. Like I would never make a thing of it. But the other guests there, like they went on and on and on about it. I was like, wow, man. Like people don't forget.
No.
Anyway. All right, let me look at my list. We got through everything sports related.
There's one thing that we didn't discuss.
Go.
Cord cutters are going to suffer this football season.
There's a rumor. This is a rumor.
Come on. YouTube TV is going to screw all of their subscribers by losing Fox NFL rights or whatever the headline is.
The season starts.
Yeah,
for those not following the story,
and probably price hike at the same time.
So YouTube TV has gotten definitely more expensive for sure. It's the home of Red Zone. It's the home of NFL Ticket which actually is a really nice platform because you can watch it on YouTube in 4K. Anyway, digress. Every year going back now, several years, they've had an issue with CBS going into the football season. Every single year. They don't have it this year, but literally an hour before we hit go on the podcast, I got an alert saying, dear YouTube TV subscriber, just be aware, we're negotiating with Fox and we may not have not only, and here's the big one. You and I care about Fox to watch the local teams in football.
Mm-hmm.
The nation at large cares more about Fox News.
Yes.
Fox News not being on your platform is a death sentence in America in 2025. Say what you want. This is not a political statement.
No,
the numbers are the numbers. The Fox News is where people go get their news. It's just, that's what the numbers suggest. That's actually not suggest. That's what the numbers confirm. For YouTube TV to lose Fox Broadcasting, like Big Fox and Fox News and Fox Sports, which less important, but still nonetheless, it's valuable. There is some valuable programming there, especially for during college football season and college basketball season.
A week removed from the height of sports watching.
Yes, and it just so happens, just to add a little bit of conspiracy into this, FP, ESPN is touting ESPN 1 or ESPN Super Plus or whatever it's called to get all of ESPN in one place. Fox actually announced the same thing yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. They did it quietly, but Fox 1 is
the same. It's the same company.
Everything. Fox 1 is everything. It's everything from Fox for $30 a month, basically.
Right.
I mean, that seems very expensive because there's no network shows that matter. It's really just sports.
It's expensive until you realize that Fox owns Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN, all of your Marvel movies, all of your Star Wars movies, Discovery
Channel. Own ESPN.
Yes, they do.
How's Fox own? Disney owns ESPN.
Fox owns Disney.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm going to fact check you right now. What does Fox have to do with Disney?
That's why The Simpsons are on Disney Plus.
No, that's just licensing, donkey.
No.
Fox owns Disney ?
Or Disney acquired Fox TV or whatever it was.
No, the Walt Disney Company completed an acquisition of a large portion of 21st Century Fox. No. They're separate entities. Fox and Disney are competitors. Period. Disney owns the former 21st Century Fox film studio.
Whatever. It's all the same.
No, it's definitely not the same.
It's all the same.
Okay. So yes, YouTube TV is about to cause a huge headache for subscribers that care about football if they lose Fox. It's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's also annoying. It's also annoying
just to remind everybody that you have an actual
Files.
box.
I have a cable box, and I get to watch all the things for cheaper than everybody paying for all the different services.
That's not even the annoying part. The annoying part is that you're usually 10 seconds faster than everybody else.
Yes, and I take so much joy
in
ruining it for every cord cutter.
You literally get to the future.
Mute me during the World Cup. I am going to announce every goal before
a huge one. That's a good pull. That's a big deal. There's no way though. They're going to get this done. They'll get this.
I'm going to screw it for everyone.
All right, what else is on your list?
I know you didn't watch the Cowboys documentary on Netflix.
I did not.
It is a good watch. It is a very well-made documentary. The thing that I like, the football side of it, I hate the Cowboys. I hate all of the players. Like, they all suck. Whatever. The interesting part of the documentary was I had no idea just how much Jerry Jones, speaking of Fox, just how much Jerry Jones molded the NFL into what it is today, like making it the beast media king that it is today. It was all Jerry Jones,
original diva owner. Yeah, he saw the future.
But like, he saw the future, the sponsorships, the TV rights, all of it. That documentary is fascinating. Yeah, the league at large, he changed it all because of the Cowboys. That's the fascinating part of the documentary.
But he was also
Jerry's
smart.
vision.
He was also,
but like he saw this vision from like he said he did his like master's thesis in like the 60s about all of this, and then he carried it out in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Like it's fascinating. I hate Jerry Jones, but the businessman Jerry Jones.
I mean, credit. Okay,
credit.
Right.
I mean, it was fascinating. I found myself more captivated with the non-football part of that documentary than the football part. I couldn't care less about Troy Aikman.
Did they talk about Micah and how he was sleeping on the sideline?
No, but that is also very interesting because Terry got locked up. Hendrickson got locked up with the Bengals for like a 1 year, $14 million raise. It was very stupid. Thank God that's not what happened with Terry, and he got like a real contract extension.
I mean,
he's
got Redskin written all over him.
I think so too.
Yeah. Especially if they start off slow, I could see Peters. If it depending on how the season goes, right? He could be a Lattimore-esque target.
I will package whatever you want to package to get Mike on this defense with Dan Quinn again. Go ahead, take Payne and Von Miller and Eckler for all I care. Take them all.
I think you can have a tactic for him too.
Yeah, for sure.
Or Hendrickson.
Yeah. Well, Hendrickson next year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Hendrickson is on a flyer here. He's on a Lattimore situation. Go get him at the trade deadline, especially if the Bengals are stinking it up.
Yeah.
All right, I want to do OMC. Can we do OMC now?
Let's do it. Last sport thing. This is the last Monday.
Oh my God! You sent me a rundown in the beginning of the show.
It's just popping up in my head. This is the last Monday without football until 2026. Enjoy.
Yeah. Cheers to you, FP. All right, that's it. We're going to OMC. That's it. We're going to OMC.
This is the Off-Season Movie Club, rewatching the classics.
All right, FP. This is an actual classic that I watched this week. Like a legit actual classic. In a moment here, we're going to talk about The Godfather. Original 1972, super butt-loaded cast, The Godfather. All 3 hours of it. But before we do that, I think we have a selection for the next OMC, maybe the last of the summer here, for next week. Can we watch Denzel's Deja Vu for next week?
I will watch it tonight. After this show, I will watch it.
Have you ever seen it before?
I think I have. I can't confirm until I start watching, but I'm pretty sure I have.
I think you're going to enjoy it, and I am looking forward to chatting through it with you next week. A lot of the boys in the chat said that they haven't seen it in a long time. They would love to revisit it. It is on Hulu for anybody that's keeping up with us. Deja Vu next week. In my opinion, a pretty underrated or a lesser known Denzel flick. I hope you enjoy it, FP. We'll talk about it next week. But for this week, I don't know what came upon me, but The Godfather has been circulating in circles around me basically my entire life. It ends up on every list of everyone's top movies of all time. And I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but up until 3 days ago, I had never seen it.
It's insane to me that somebody can even say that.
Well, that's the truth. I'm not here to lie. I'm telling the truth. I had never seen this movie. I knew the references. I knew Marlon Brando with the weird jaw. I knew yes, the cast is incredible. I know everything there is to know except what actually happens in the movie. So I was flipping through Paramount looking to see if Landman had a new episode or if Lioness came back or anything. And it popped up and it said remastered The Godfather and part two. I didn't start part two, but I was like, you know what? Let's do it. About 45 minutes in,
that you got to watch it for the first time.
About 45 minutes in, it's like I'm getting kind of tired. Let me just see. Maybe I'm like, if I'm halfway through, let me see where I'm at here. 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. So I'm not going to bury the lead. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I did not watch it in one sitting. It was just way too long. Just too long of a movie.
I understand that. Godfather is a young man's movie.
No, it wasn't for a pee break. I just got tired of watching cutscene after cutscene.
I'm just saying, yeah.
All right. When was the last time you actually saw this movie?
Peak COVID. I think I did a full binge, and I think at the time it was on HBO. I actually double binged it. It was weird. I watched 1, 2, 3, and then HBO came out with a chronological one stream timeline of all 3 movies. So it's no cutback scenes. All of them are in order.
Well, that's kind of
cool.
I
watched that. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Well, you can only appreciate it if you know
all three,
and you know how you're watching it. But
that's interesting. I will look for that. But The Godfather original, right? OG Godfather, 1972. Crazy, of course, crazy loaded cast. Al Pacino is Michael Corleone. Marlon Brando, James Caan, Diane Keaton. I mean, there's just it's a ridiculous cast. The ratings, all right. So IMDb has it as a 9.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 97%. Fans have it at 91%. Kind of interesting. Letterboxd had it at 4.5 out of 5, and then there's just, everywhere, basically across the board, it's universally regarded as one of the best movies ever made.
Redefined gangster movies.
Okay, and that's fair. This is Francis Ford Coppola, the symphony music in the background, all the undertones. Like there was a lot happening in this movie for sure. I'm gonna say this, but I want you to hear what I'm saying. Okay, don't just jump down my throat. It's a good movie. It's very long.
Yes.
And I don't think it's for me. I don't know how else to say this. It's like I can appreciate in the 70s this is how you would make, like, this movie was revolutionary at the time. It was groundbreaking, right? The violence in particular, and the shootout at the toll booth, and the dead horse in the bed, and the
dead horse, by the way. That was fascinating.
I couldn't believe that, because actually that popped up on the screen. It was like an X-ray style thing saying like that wasn't a prop.
And the actor didn't know, so his reaction was genuine.
That's insane. Like legit insane. But the Marlon Brando's jaw, and like, especially even from the very opening scene where he's like, you didn't come to me as a friend or as Godfather.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. The most iconic line is in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Well, there's a second one too, where the dude in Vegas, I'm blanking on his name right now, comes out and says, you're making me out to be, look ridiculous, and men in my position can't be made to look ridiculous, right? Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of iconic lines, right, that I've heard in different contexts, but I've never actually seen the movie until this weekend or a couple days ago. So now I've seen it. I don't know if it why is it regarded so highly? Why?
I mean, it's a masterclass in telling a story, right? So when you watch,
is it
when you watch 1 and 2?
I haven't seen 2.
2 is much better than 1, so look forward to that.
There's no Marlon Brando in 2, right?
No, but that's when you get your iconic Al Pacino Robert De Niro pairing.
Okay, so I will. God, I don't know if I have another 3 hours in me.
Here's my rebuttal to you saying it's too long of a movie. When it came out, people had longer attention spans.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
To cement my point, think about all of the songs you loved from the 90s, listening to it now. Everybody does the same thing.
Sure.
They will hit next track with at least a minute left in the song because all songs are way too long from the 90s for no reason. It's just how it used to be.
Okay.
So like attention spans have just significantly gotten shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. You can't appreciate a masterclass in storytelling where it takes its time and you're not leaving that movie wanting for any more information. How many movies have we reviewed or have we watched where you're like, they didn't develop the plot, they didn't give us the background, they didn't expand on this relationship.
Opposite end here, right? I mean, like I was expecting your boy, what's his face, Luca Brasi, to be like, I was like, oh shit, like this guy's for real. This is gonna be a heavy hitter through the entire movie. They introduce him and he's talking to himself. I thought that was so cool how they like built up this character, Luca Brasi, and then like 5 minutes later, he's gone. It's over. That's it.
Like that's gangster movies. That's the whole point of gangster movies. Yeah. In and out.
What do you make of the random time lapse? Like it's like 3 movies in one, right? Like the first act is basically through the attack on the Don, more or less, right? And the initial wave of retaliation. Then Michael's off in Italy, right? That's like a whole other movie. It's like a whole other light.
Well, you're supposed to get that, and that's so the end of 1. So the whole premise of 1 is Michael Corleone is that is not me, that is my family, right? That is his whole shtick for majority of the movie.
Yes.
And then there's a flip, and all of a sudden
it's him.
Baptism scene. He's the Don. He's lying to his wife. And that's when you get into 2. But you don't appreciate that flip unless you see happy-go-lucky Italy Michael, right? Like it doesn't.
He was register. In Italy. How long was he in Italy? Because in the movie would have you believe he was there long enough to forget about Kay, meet the new girl, marry the new girl, start teaching her how to drive, like
lose the new girl,
like years, even like. And then Sonny gets taken out, right? Sonny's maybe the best acted character in the film. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. I don't know. Like I didn't see that take anywhere, but I think James Caan crushed that role. Young James Caan, playing Sonny, like hot temp, like just hot head, super, just vocal and a recluse, basically. Like, I mean, everybody was basically perfectly cast, but I found myself gravitating and kind of cheering for Sonny as he was trying to step into the boss role, knowing from very well, just having seen billions of movies, he's gonna get taken out. Like I knew from the very first scene where they met with whatever his name was about the drug thing, and he talked out of turn, and Brando turned to him and said, "Don't ever talk about family business." Like you just knew from the beginning this was gonna happen. But then everything that happens in Vegas is a completely separate movie. Like Fredo and
it'll play its role in 2.
So like 6 hours FP. I don't know. I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
There's some movies where you have to commit the time because it's such a great story. Godfather is one of those trilogies. Lord of the Rings is one of those trilogies.
I'm done with Dungeons.
I'm not gonna. It's not Dungeons. I'm not gonna try to convince you on that one, but even like newer era ones like Avatar. There's big movies that tell big stories, right? And back in the day,
Ooh, that's a good tagline. That's a good tagline for the show.
It's just like back in the days, there was big chunks of movie, but now you have like the Marvel method, right? Where instead of one super movie, you get little snippets here and there, and then you build it all together. You link them. It's the Netflix model.
You obviously have a deeper file on this, and you've seen it. And I just saw it, right? So I just saw it. But how does this movie hold up for you in the pantheon of best movies you've ever seen? I mean, is this on your top 5 or top 10 or top 15 or top 20?
I could give 2 a top 10 ranking.
So 2 is universally heralded as the better of
for sure.
And 3 is considered to be the worst.
For 3 is forgetful. For 3 is the Godfather 3 is like the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones.
So I do need to see 2.
You need to see 2. 2 is what makes you appreciate 1.
Okay.
Like when you watch 2,
it's gonna take some time though. I gotta be honest. It's gonna take some time.
Oh, for sure.
It's too long.
That's what I'm saying. It's a young man's game because you don't have the life anymore where you can where you could plop down on a couch for 3 hours and not have the rest of life bother you.
Yeah, it's if I started
that's why now, like it's for the guys. Like all men love this movie because when did they watch this movie? It was like dorm room watching, like away at college, like like that's when you're taking all of this stuff in. You're not watching it in high school and before. You're not watching it after college because life is busy, right? So like
that's interesting. So you think it ranks in where it ranks for people because of the era in which they consumed it for the first time?
Yes.
That's interesting. So it's like fringe core memories type stuff then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of men, and it's kind of the same thing with like Star Wars, right? Like the super dorks that love Star Wars. It's like they got into Star Wars, or they religiously rewatched like the original trilogy of Star Wars because that was like it's associated with like broing out and pizza, drinks, smoke, whatever. Like you sit there and you just zone out and you watch. You can't do that when you have a wife and kids and jobs and whatever.
Well, let me ask the question then. What's your ranking on this movie?
I would give it a 3.5.
Come on. All of that.
Wait until you hear what I give Godfather 2. Higher.
Just tell me now.
I'd probably give Godfather 2 like a 4.5.
What's it missing that doesn't make it a perfect must-watch rewatch?
I don't know if I want to give anything a 5.
No, this is just on principle.
I need to walk away from for me to give a movie a 5.
Pulling a Professor Gerard. I don't do.
I have to walk away from a movie and like think about it 5 days later, like the whole 5 days. Like just I can't get over that movie.
Like Maverick.
Yeah, Top Gun 2.
Yeah.
I was infatuated with that movie.
I'm just asking.
And I feel like when I watch the new F1 movie, because it hits something in me, I'll probably be obsessed with that movie and probably rank it really, really high because I connect with it.
Okay. So original OG Godfather.
3.5.
3.5.
So your ranking will go higher.
That was my number
after 2.
So I wanted to do 3.5. But I have a standing rule here that if I don't finish a movie on the first watch, the ceiling is a 3. However, this movie is exceptionally long. So I'm going to asterisk this and say this is an exception because when I sat down to finish it, I did enjoy the balance of the movie. Like the story itself was actually quite engaging. It was very thin, in my opinion. And again, I think this served a purpose at a certain point in time to change how cinema and how movies portrayed gangsters and really like super complex characters and like there's a lot of characters in this.
Well, like you put it this way, right? The Sopranos doesn't happen without The Godfather.
Oh, for sure. Most gangster movies don't.
No, but like it goes a step further. The Sopranos did what? The Sopranos was the show that introduced the current model of super long series following along episode after episode after episode, which led into your streaming platform. Like it was, so it all stems like TV and movies today, the way we consume them and how they're broken out comes from the Sopranos, which got life because of Godfather. Godfather is that changing, like one of the major schisms in film. Godfather is one of them.
So this I understand, and I understand it now that I've seen it. Right, it's not just the casting, but it's you said it at the jump. It's the in-depth storytelling, right? I mean, the wedding scene to open the movie is 41 minutes long.
Yes,
there isn't 41 minutes of content there.
No,
right? Like why is the Don in his office for 20 of those 40 minutes?
But the subtleties that you would pick up on a rewatch. And after
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying it's a lot of movie. Like this would
for sure.
If you were making something like this today, it's a part 1 and part 2. Like there's no way.
Yes.
Like The Godfather would be a 2-part movie.
Yeah, all the trilogy would turn into a 6-piece franchise.
Yeah, it would be Star Wars. Yes, it would be some much larger, drawn out thing with even more people. Like it's actually incredible that Coppola got this many characters developed and killed in 3 hours. Like if you look at it through that lens,
that's true.
It's an easy, like, baseline here is 3. I'm going to go 3.5 as well.
I mean, you're also basing it off of a book, so it's not like you have to do a lot of thinking.
No, but generally when you adapt for the screen, you don't go into this. You don't develop a character like Luca Brasi and then kill him 10 minutes later. Like there was a lot.
That makes for great movie watching.
I hear you. Like if this was like in 2025, if this wasn't a movie, it would be a series like a la Game of Thrones, and it would be amazing.
For sure.
Because there's
honestly, they should. Like if anybody out there has the ability to come up with shows, that is what we need a remake of. I need a Game of Thrones version of Godfather, because there's so many opportunities for cliffhangers and just jaw-dropping cinematic moments that can end seasons. It's fantastic.
Well, I mean, the entire Michael Abroad storyline is
the whole season.
The whole season, right? Of him getting a notice from the homeland that blah blah blah, or from America that this is happening or that's happening. Like everything that happened with Kay is there's a lot.
Oh man, Godfather 2 is so I can't wait. Like I want you to re-listen to this episode after you watch Godfather 2 and see.
All right, I can't make any promises. We got Deja Vu on deck for next week. I can't make any promises about Godfather 2. I mean, can I split it up? Can I watch like 30 minutes a day or something?
If it gets to the point where you're not captivated, sure. I think it's going to get to the point where it's going to draw you in and keep you.
All right. Okay. If you're going to start Deja Vu after the show, I might start Godfather 2 just to see.
I almost want to start Godfather 2 instead of Deja Vu.
No, I need you to watch Deja Vu because the boys are all
okay. All right, fine.
Okay, but it sounds like you're fresh on Godfather 2. So if I do manage to finish it, we'll just
it's one of those movies where you don't have to be fresh. When you watch it and then you rewatch it and then you watch it a third time,
it's just always there.
You want to hear the shock of you not watching Godfather? I've actually never watched any of the Terminators.
You could skip 1, go straight to 2.
All right. Well, I'm in the same exact boat as you. I'll watch 1, probably struggle through it a bit, appreciate 2, which makes me think 1 is better than it is.
You need everything that you learn in 1, you relearn quickly in 2. So I don't know. Like, do you need to see Godfather 1 to understand?
You need to see 1 just to know the players on the board.
Yeah. So there are some pivotal characters in Terminator 1, but Terminator 2 is like legit in the pantheon of greatest movies ever.
I mean, when you're talking Godfather 2, Terminator 2, I mean that's a battle of heavyweights right there. From what I've heard, all right,
I'll do it. If
you haven't seen Godfather 2,
I'll do it if you do it.
I crank it out,
but not for this week. We'll do it for next week.
No, we'll keep them logged.
Yes, I can do it, and then I'll be ready to discuss both in 2 weeks.
Okay,
but then we got to put it on hold. I don't know how we're going to do a football show and a movie show. Like, this is going to be a problem.
Yeah, the off-season movie club.
Yeah, I mean,
is coming to a close.
I think so.
We'll save it for bye week.
Oh, we can do bi-week off-season movie club.
Yeah.
That's not a terrible idea. Okay. All right. So we're both on a 3.5. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it because it's just that important of a movie. Everyone that recommended it and talks about it, FP, they're like, it's infinitely rewatchable. Maybe, I don't know. But I'll
one does when you know it leads to 2.
I will queue Godfather 2 into my Paramount app so that, maybe I can knock it out like 45 minutes at a time or something. I'll see. But for next week, let's do Deja Vu. Let's do a little Denzel. I will do it. Little Denzel. All right, sir. Anything else for you?
I'm good.
All right. Well, happy football. Football is almost here. Good luck with your fantasy draft. I think you've got a couple coming up this week and next. Mm-hmm. I do as well. For FP, my name is Joe. The show is DTC Defeating the Curse, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can watch us live when we stream, usually on Monday nights and Tuesday nights during the football season. We are back at it. We actually just got our weekly tag back on iTunes and on Spotify. Thank you for everybody bearing with us through the summer. We are back. We have a lot of stuff on deck for the football season. The great Bill Rowland will be sitting in every other week. Excited to have him back on the show as we get into Commanders football and the NFL at large. It's going to be an exciting season. We're excited. Hope you're excited too. For now, hit subscribe and like. And until next week, defeatingthecurse@gmail.com if you want to send anything in. Until then, we are out. See you next week.